It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the hill for the Phillies, Zach Wheeler. What do you have on him, Singy?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Just missing there. And that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
He goes down looking. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expand a little bit with 2 strikes.
John Birdie at the plate. On the corner for a strike. Wheeler. He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. In the air, left field. Schwarber on the run. Pulls it in on the run. And there are 2 outs. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here's Kyle Tucker. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. And it is 2-1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
2 outs.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command to be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
And Kyle Tucker will take his base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Late on that fastball. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping players off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
That one just missing inside, and the count is 2-2. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that pitchers at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next guy out. Dives, and he can't hang on to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Batting fifth, left fielder Ian.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
First and second, 2 outs. Now the left fielder, Ian Happ. Here's a 1-1. Fastball is outside. Late with the swing there. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And there's a ball. Logan O'Hoppe in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. And the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. 1 run's in, and it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Another comes in to score. To the plate, and he's out. They limit the damage here. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Cubs 2, and the Phillies coming up. Back here in Philadelphia, and now here's the starter for the Cubs, Justin Steele.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. Grabs it right up against the wall. Let's take a look at our lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with 1 swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
This one in the air. Swanson. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And delivers outside.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
That one misses. Now 3-1. 2 out, space is empty. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Payoff pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Phillies down in order, and they're down 2-0. Game 1 of this wild card series. Nathaniel Lowe to hit. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. The 2-1. To third. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
Dansby Swanson stands in. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Way high.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
1 out, base is empty. That missed by a lot. 3-2 now. Gets under it and pops it up. Sosa. They got it for out number 2.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they hold the 2-0 lead. Bottom of the second. And now for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Headed towards the corner. Bounces over the wall and foul ground, and it's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Man at second. That clips the corner. Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Boog, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Here's a 2-2. On the ground. Fires over to first. And Castellanos is out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Next offering is downstairs.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. For Armstrong makes the catch. Runner tags for home. Just ahead of the throw, he scores. It's 2-1.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
That one well upstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
That's off the mark. Ball 3. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of the wild card series. Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2.
Line drive. Over to Lowe. And that is that. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Cubs 2 and the Phillies 1. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. And that's downstairs. And the count's full. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
And up next for Chicago, John Birdie. Wheeler with a throw over. Horner back in on a dive. And downstairs.
You know, these Cubs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And it's caught for the out.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Late on that fastball.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Man at first, 1 away. Hard on the ground to first. Harper to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Nothing across here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 2 and the Phillies 1. Bottom of the inning, and now Edmundo Sosa. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Now it's the DH, Weston Wilson. Ripped to first, caught. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play.
Up next, shortstop,
Here's Trey Turner. If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Draws the walk there.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain
Now
players,
batting,
but
left
with
center
his speed,
fielder,
this guy out there in the base
Brandon
pass,
Marsh.
it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Turner leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Step off, throw to first, and Turner's back in. One now. Turner runs. Ball outside. Safe in second, and that was not close. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Outside. 3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So Harper stands in.
This at-bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
That one missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Two on, 2 outs. Very high with that one. And that's ball 3. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that'll load the bases.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One runs in. The throw in. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. It's 3-2.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Bo Armstrong sizes this one up, nabs it, and that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the 4th now in game number 1. It's the Phillies 3 and the Cubs 2. On to the 4th. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
In the air out to center. And it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
In half up to hit. Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A 2-run homer, and they lead it. It's 4-3.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. There's the strike. That's a little bit low. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in game 1 of the wild card series. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 2. Stays alive. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. Cubs had 2 on this homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. This is the National League Wild Card Series on the show. Bottom 4, down the third baseman, Alec Bohm. It's amazing we get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And now it is JT Realmuto towards first, into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just a simple ground ball the other way, but you had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And here is Sosa to the plate. One down, Phillies down a run. Way high there. And it's 2-1. Realmuto runs. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies. Realmuto, the runner at first with 2 gone. Check on the runner. Realmuto back in there. And that misses. 2-1. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's 5-4. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Trey Turner now. Swing and a ground ball. Has some trouble with it. The throw comes in too late. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Now it's going to be Brandon Marsh. Now snap throw to first. And Turner's back in. Two outs. And that one fouled off.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
2-2 now. Turner runs. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next for the
So
Phillies,
here
first
is Bryce
baseman,
Harper.
Bryce Harper.
Right side. Handles, throws to first. Harper retired. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. It's now a 5-4 ball game. See, every time you see me, I got something new. Game one of this wild card series. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Back to the top of the lineup, Nico Horner will come up to hit.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game one. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And next for the Cubs, John Birdie. Just missed. The 2-1. And that misses off the outside edge. Kyle Tucker waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with 1 swing if he gets the chance.
2 down, nobody on. And that one in the air center field. Marsh brings it in, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Inside, and a count 2-1.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Feels like almost every bat has gone full. They've worked a full count 6 different times, and that's the main reason his pitch count is so high right now.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
The 2-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. 1 down, base is empty. And a ground ball to first. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the second out of the inning.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
2 down, base is empty. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're through 5. It's the Phillies 5 and the Cubs 4. The left-hander on now, Tanner Banks.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And we're back. Start of the sixth, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Kyle Tucker. That's out to center field. Marsh moving under this one. He's got it, and there's one down.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated hitter.
Now at the plate, Seiya Suzuki. The Cubbies down by a run here in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it falls. Man at first with one gone. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Picks over and he breaks for second. To second and he's out. Happ lays off. Rips that one center field. That's a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, catcher Logan
And up next for Chicago, Logan O'Hoppe. Just missed.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
That one ripped. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Phillies 5 and the Cubs 4.
Now pitching for Chicago.
Back down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Tyson Miller.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game. They'll bring up JT Realmuto.
Catcher JT Realmuto.
And strike 2.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
And stepping in is the speedy Edmundo Sosa. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Now here is Weston Wilson. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. Down quickly go the Phillies. They lead at 5-4.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Matt Strom.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for the
And now,
Cubs, first
Nathaniel
baseman,
Lowe.
Nathaniel Lowe.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And there's a ball.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Cubs,
No outs.
shortstop,
Runner at
Dansby
first.
Swanson.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Jordan Romano appears to be getting loose. Alvarado getting cranked up as well. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball, 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And the batter now, Pete Crow Armstrong. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Matt Strom out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Jordan Romano.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's Nico Horner. Foul ball there. Two outs. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. So a job well done from the Philly bullpen that time. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Phillies 5 and the Cubs 4. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Rogers.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Hammered, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, center fielder, Brandon
Now
Marsh.
the number 2 hitter, Brandon Marsh. That's in there. And the count's full.
Okay.
Turner gets his lead at first with nobody out. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Swings through that.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Corner. There's one. Out. Over to first. Safe. Kyle Schwarber will hit next. And that's in for a strike. Caught and missed. Struck him out. That ends the frame. Phillies strand one as they hold on to a 5-4 lead. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Here's the third baseman, John Purdy.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Schwarber settles under this one. Makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
So up now for Chicago, Kyle Tucker.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Hammered on the line, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
One down. And next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. And that's ripped for a base hit. As the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Jordan Romano departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Jose Alvarado will take over here.
Number 46. Jose Alvarado.
So digging in, Ian Happ. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Roll to short, could be 2. Turner with the throw to first, and that is out number 2.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next to hit, Logan O'Hoppe. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now pitching for Chicago.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Porter
Hodge.
Well, 1-run game. Leading off, Nick Castellanos.
Right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And here comes Alec Bohm.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
A little bit low. Ball 2.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away here in game 1 of the wild card series. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
2 strikes.
That one missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Lifted in the air, right field. Tucker should have it. Hauls it in to end the inning.
Now pitching.
And
for
here's the
Phillies.
closer to try and finish off
Number
game
50.
1. Orion Kirker.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Well, 1-run game. Nathaniel Lowe digs in now. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires the first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. He's 2 outs away.
And
now it's Dansby Swanson. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. In there. Sets him down on strikes. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
1 out left for the Cubs. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. One strike away from securing game 1. And that is downstairs. And now it's 3-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. So the Philadelphia Phillies off of the right foot here in this wild card series. They take game 1 in front of their home fans.
Yeah, and you could argue there's even more pressure on you as the home team in a 3-game series, but these fans definitely showed up for this one. They had an impact, Boog, and their guys took care of business.
And on the other side of things, it'll be an elimination game in this same atmosphere in game 2, so that will be quite a test to keep their season alive.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. From beautiful Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, Game 2 of the American League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Boston Red Sox. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in Game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die Game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do-or-die. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway, and towing the slab in this one, Tanner Houck. What do we need to know here?
4-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Got a great back and forth in that at bat. He can play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Now, Stephen Kwan, runner on the go. Casas. He steps on the bag. One out in the top of the first.
Batting third baseman.
Let's check out their lineup for this must-win contest. And singing, their production in the postseason has been underwhelming.
It's usually not great to have your whole team below the Mendoza line, Boog. These bats have been ice cold, and if they don't want their season to end in disappointment, they're going to need to make some noise in this ball game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Ground ball up the middle, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Runner on at first with one gone. John Kenzie Noel getting ready to hit. Got him swinging.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Next is the designated hitter, Will Brennan. 2 outs. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And you help to quiet that down a little bit.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Doyle. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0.
Gotta make this life go paradise, so I go paranormal like paradise. But my mojo right, and my motor right, so I roll the dice, so I seize the day. I'm blowing up.
Back now at Fenway, and today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve, and because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
And now David Hamilton. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. On the ground right side. Boots it. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Check out the Red Sox lineup. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the one run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
1 out, bases empty. On the ground, right side, Edwards. 2 up, 2 down.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Duran.
2 outs, bases empty. Now batting Jarren Duran. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
This one smoked out to left. That is the inning. Red Sox go down quietly. They trail here 1-0. Wild card series game 2. And the batter now, Bo Naylor.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's down and in. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. Swings and misses. And out 2-2.
Well, like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
3-2. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 7th, center fielder Lane Thomas.
Here's Lane Thomas. Look out! And it hit him. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. That's in there. And it's 1-2. Man at first, 1 away. Rudder takes off. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Thomas, the base runner at first with 1 out. And now it's even up. Rudder goes again. It's in and out of his glove. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
Batting 9th, shortstop Ryan Rocchio.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Caught him looking for the K. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Guardians 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Back in Boston, now batting Tristan Casas.
First baseman, Tristan Casas.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now it's Alex Bregman. Line drive, base hit. The throw to second is offline.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Tying run in scoring position here in Game 2 of the wild card series. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, man. You know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And next for the Red Sox, Connor Wong.
No, that's the ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And a slider misses down and away.
There, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
That catches the corner. Three and two now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Runners at first and second with one gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Brenton Doyle up next for the Red Sox. The 2-1. Soft contact in the air. Fair ball. Here comes Casas around third. He's safe as he gets his hand in. It's 1-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 2 outs. And stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning if they tie game.
Bregman, the lead runner at second. Doyle on at first with 2 down. And it's even up.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Two on, 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. On to the third inning at the plate. Xavier Edwards.
Xavier Edwards.
And he grounds one to the right side. He'll do it himself. Out. And a quick out, number 1. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. The 1-1 is fouled off. The next offering misses. The count now 2-2. Tied up here in the early going. Just off the inside corner. And a full count now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Jose Ramirez. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Over to first, and he's saved. And now it's going to be Jhonkensy Noel in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. And now a man into scoring position. Hit hard on the ground is short. On to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. So 1 hit is all they get. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And here is David Hamilton.
Shortstop, David Hamilton.
The pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that skips in the dirt.
Full count.
In the air, left side. Kwan hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Red Sox,
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox.
Masataka Yoshida.
Thinking about Yoshida, he's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
One down, base is empty. To the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Well, looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
Man at first with 1 gone. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jarren Duran. Runner on the go. Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it himself. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tristan Casas.
Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. Yoshida at second with 2 down. This one in the air, right field. Noel on the move. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, and 1 error, but they leave him stranded. We head to the 4th inning now in game 2. All tied 1-1. Back here at Fenway, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Will Brennan. That one to first, Casas. He steps on the bag. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. All tied up here in game 2 of the wild card series. That misses off the outside edge. That one lifted to left. Duran brings it in. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder,
Here comes Lane Thomas. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now here is Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
The 1-1. Fought off foul. Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. Just off the outside edge.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. This is tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Lifted in the air out to left. Kwan pulls that one down, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Connor.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston. Still tied 1-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That one misses in the dirt. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Cleveland, shortstop Ryan Rocchio.
So in now for Cleveland, Ryan Rocchio. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that's downstairs, 3-1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Jump throw in the dirt. Can't quite pick it, and that would have been a beautiful play.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base, regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was...
Runner takes off. Casas quickly to second for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. Wild Card Series Game 2. And now, Brenton Doyle.
Brenton Doyle.
Ball to strike. To the right side, Santana. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman Trevor Story.
Here's Trevor Story now. And a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Shortstop David Hamilton.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, David Hamilton. The shortstop takes the ball. Two outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox. Score remains tied 1-1. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. That one finds the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. That one down the line,
foul.
and that's just foul. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Full count.
But when you see
Now
that many
batting,
pitches in
third
an at-bat,
baseman,
your
Jose
chances of succeeding
Ramirez.
go up. And right there, we see the result.
Go ahead run on base. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. On the ground to third. And it stays fair. And he can't come up with it. Now second and third and nobody out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go
No
the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tanner Houck won't go any further, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Red
for the
Sox.
Red Sox, Aroldis
Number
Chapman.
44.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, John Kenzie Noel. Look out. That fastball drilled him.
Now batting, the
Well,
designated
things starting to
hitter,
unravel
Will
out there
Brennan.
on the mound. He's giving up a few hits. Now he's hitting guys. He's got to find a way to compose himself, or he's not going to be out there much longer.
Pitch misses inside. And that's ball 2.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
This one in the air. One under it. Puts it away for the out.
Well, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just
Up
missed
next
it.
for
I know he
Cleveland,
wanted to do some
catcher,
damage.
Bo
Next guy,
Naylor.
pick him up.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play ball.
The 2-1. And downstairs.
3-1.
With the go-ahead run at third here in game 2 of the wild card series. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Just missed.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That's ripped into the outfield. And that's the third out. Back here in Boston,
Leading
and now the
off
DH,
for the Red Sox,
Masataka Yoshida.
Designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, that's good composure right there. Found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back. That one is gone. He leaves the yard to right. And the Red Sox jump in front. It's 2-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. And there's a strike. Good eye in that spot.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine what.
It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Alex Bregman.
2 down, bases empty. Alex Bregman now at the plate. And there's a ball. This one lifted in the air, left field. Kwan makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be working that stage to the sun out.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Paul Sewald.
Paul Sewald.
So in now for Cleveland, Carlos Santana.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. This one in the air. Bregman is under it. And there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
The shortstop takes the ball. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Liam Hendricks preparing to come on if needed. Adams getting loose as well. One down, base is empty. Popped up left side. Bregman. And there's two down.
Now batting, second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the late stages of game 2. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
That one the other way, and foul ball. Almost got him.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Edwards off of first with 2 away. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Paul Sewald is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Red Sox go to the bullpen. Austin Adams.
Austin Adams.
Pivotal at bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Pitch misses there. 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Leading off for the Red Sox, right fielder Wilyer Abreu.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Movement in the bullpen. Tim Herron, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Smith warming up as well. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball. Next pitch is downstairs.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for two. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. That's it for Shane Bieber, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for
Trevor
Cleveland.
Steffen on the pitch out of the
Number
pen here.
37.
And that's a big potential
Trevor
run out there in
Steffen.
second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Man at second. The rope into right, and that's a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Love how he let that
Up
ball
next
travel,
for the Red
trusted his
Sox.
hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Bridges Doyle.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And next for the Red Sox, Brenton Doyle. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
Here's Story now. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, David Hamilton. Abreu at third. Wong at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the
Leadoff for
ballpark.
Cleveland.
All set for the
Right
start of the
fielder,
inning.
John
Now it's the right
Noel.
fielder, John Kenzie Noel. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Next to hit, Will Brennan. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And it drops in. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And up next for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runner tags from third. A big run scores on the sac fly. Tie game here in the 8th.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
There's Lane Thomas now. Next offering is down low. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Raisel Iglesias, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Hendricks also getting ready. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hit in the air, center field. Doyle moving under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, first baseman Carlos Santana.
So up next, Carlos Santana. Just missed.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Runner on the go, and that's ball 4. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Austin Adams will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the Red
And Liam
Sox.
Hendricks will take over on the mound. The hard-throwing Australian.
Liam Hendricks.
Substitution down at first base. Pinch running here, Ezekiel Tovar.
Ezekiel Tovar.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Brian Rocchio. Swing and a ball popped up. Bregman settles under it. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. But they're able to even it up here in the late innings. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. We are tied 2-2.
Now pitching for
Back
Cleveland.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tim Herron.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
This
Now into the ball
change
game
for the
on
Guardians.
defense, Kyle Mansardo. He takes over as the new first baseman.
Number 10.
Now here's the Red Sox
Mansardo.
DH, Masataka Yoshida.
Yeah, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Naylor gathers, goes to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one misses. And a count 2-1. Action in the pen down there. Jacob Junis getting ready to go.
Ball off the plate.
Tristan Casas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. One down, base is empty. Ground ball to the right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Here comes a 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
No, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
One down, runner at first. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the slurve, and it was the right choice. Now it's Alex Bregman.
Going pretty good speed over there at first base. I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
So now 1-2.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
On the ground to the left. Throws across the diamond, and they get Bregman for the out. And that is the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. We are tied 2-2. And we're back. We go to the 9th. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. And that's a little bit high. 2-1. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Now all even up. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Makes the grab after a long run. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And that clips the inside corner. Ripped on a line to center. Puts it away for the out.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
So 2 down now, and here is Jose Ramirez. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 2.
No, outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you.
On the ground. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. We are tied 2-2. Cade Smith gets the ball now.
Now pitching for Cleveland, number 36, Cade Smith.
And now the right fielder,
Willier
Abreu.
Red Sox. Right fielder, Willier Abreu.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses. Now 2-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase, the closer, is getting loose. Good eye right there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Connor Wong in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
3-2. Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
And here is Connor Wong. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. And now the winning run is on base.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Brenton Doyle will hit next. And a big swing and a miss.
1-2.
With the winning run on at first. Here in game 2 of the wild card series. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. High in the air, out to right. Noel under it, squeezes it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. And the Red Sox leave 1. Score remains 2-2. Back now at Fenway. Now it's the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. Here's a 1-1. That's a little bit low. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 2-2. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. Into the monster seats and gone. That'll fire up the dugout. And now they're out in front. It's 3-2.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Liam Hendricks out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Josh
the Red Sox.
Winkowski gets handed the rock out
Number
of the pen.
25. Josh Winkowski.
And next is the designated hitter, Will Brennan. That's in there, and that's strike 2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of the 10th. Now one missed. Activity in the bullpen. Lucas Giolito up and throwing. Slayton getting cranked up as well. And a foul ball. He stays alive. One down, base is empty. Outside, and it's ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in
Now
that location.
center fielder,
Stepping
Lane
up for
Thomas.
the Guardians, Lane Thomas. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. 2 gone. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. That one almost got him. Fouls one off. 2-2. Naylor off of first with 2 away. Hit on the ground to short. It's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Stepping in, Brian Rocchio. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still slings it to second. The throw won't get there in time,
Now
and they
batting,
come
second
away
baseman,
without an out.
Xavier Edwards.
So bases all loaded up. Now it's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. So they're all loaded up. In for a strike. And the count 1-2. Two outs. Out there to center. Base hit. One run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, including the home run. 1 error, but 2 are left stranded. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. Guardians 4 and the Red Sox 2. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Emmanuel Clase.
Power slider guy, bro. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And there's 1 down.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you off, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Digging in, Masataka Yoshida. That one pushed to the left and foul. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated. And this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Two and 1 now. Ground ball, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. So it took extras, but here's how the numbers shake out from this one.
Well, they couldn't settle this one in 9, but who doesn't love some extra inning baseball in the postseason?
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Texas Rangers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we're just about set to get this wild card series underway, Siggy. Game 1 has outsized importance in a 3-game set.
Yeah, Boog, it's a huge game. There's no doubt about it. Players are always talking about setting the tone in Game 1 of a series. Well, in a 3-game series, that might be the only tone that gets set. So this is no ordinary series opener.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Getting the nod on the mound, Jacob deGrom. What do we have on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And now for the Twins, Otto Lopez.
The second baseman, Otto.
Boog, it's always fun showing up to the ballpark on a day deGrom is pitching. He's widely regarded as one of the most dominant pitchers in the league. And when he's at his best, he's setting the standard for the entire league.
And the pitch. Line drive. Takes it in for the out. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
And that one is downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike. deGrom, certainly one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and double-digit strikeouts are not out of the norm in his starts. Misses inside. 3 balls and a strike.
He wants to give the bullpen the day off and the defense behind them because he knows he can strike anybody out. And the way that hitters are swinging, they're trying to lift, trying to get the ball in the air. He's going to take advantage of that.
Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now. There's a process, too, right? The way he goes about setting up hitters.
Yeah, and he's coming right at you. He's going to get ahead in the count. And when you're a hitter and you find yourself 0-2, 1-2 with a guy who has 3 to 4 pitches that are nasty, you are very defensive. And he plays upon that, and many times he comes out on top.
And here comes Carlos Correa. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Way back there. Bangs off the wall. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Showed off some really nice oppo pop with that swing and just couldn't get it over the fence. But I absolutely love everything about that approach and the mechanics right there.
Here's Royce Lewis. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul.
Well, everyone wants to get off to a great start in a series, so if you can get on the board first, take a lead, you put some of that subtle pressure on the other team.
Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
2 on, 1 out. Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. And a swing and a miss there.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
And down on strikes. And now 2 gone.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Byron Buxton. Ball to strike. The pitch. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark, and you help to quiet that down a little bit.
And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Twins 1, and the Rangers coming to bat. Back in Arlington, our starting pitcher in this one, Joe Ryan.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Now the third baseman, Josh Young.
For the Rangers, the third baseman, Josh Young.
Got him swinging. 1 gone, bottom half of the first.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Now a chance for Ezekiel Duran. Up the middle. Now a jump throw. And he gets him. Nicely done. Okay, let's check out the lineup. And Siggy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in the lineup against the right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
2 down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. And the Rangers set down in order, and it remains 1-0. Game 1 of this wild card series. And now for the Twins, Trevor Larnach. The other way, hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam.
For me, Boo, the game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series losing to the San Francisco Giants.
1 out, bases empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
3-2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. It's a stone cold take.
So man aboard, and now it's Christian Walker. The count 2-1. And that one fouled off.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Comes a 2-2. And there's the ball.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency. Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. Didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
So the lineup flips over, and next for Minnesota, Otto Lopez. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Jeffers, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Twins 1 and the Rangers nothing. Back at Globe Life Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Jake Berger. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
No, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. As a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it'd be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So digging in, Adolis Garcia. Next pitch is outside. Just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Batting 7, the left fielder.
Next up for Texas, Josh Smith. Tying run and scoring position here in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series. Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground to first. Dives, but it's off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here is Marcus Semien. Just off the inside edge. Fouled off. He was late. second and third, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Top half of the third inning. This is Willie Castro.
Willie Castro.
And that's outside. 2-1.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Missed inside with the curve.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
High fly ball down the left field line. And a foul ball. Three-2 now. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Here's Carlos Correa. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. That one not close, and it's 2-2. In the air, right field. And that's a fair ball.
Now batting, third baseman, Royce Lewis.
One gone, runner at first. Royce Lewis digs in now. And that's down and away. Man at first, one away. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And now here is Matt Wallner. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. One left for Minnesota, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. And that misses. 3-1 now. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Full count, 3-2.
That's to third, and that's a fair ball.
Turned on it nicely a little out in front of the...
So the batting order turns over. Here's Josh Young. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw there. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Langford at second with nobody out. Ryan checks the runner. Langford back on a dive.
Good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
The 2-1. Fouled off down the right side. Two down. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Now it's the DH, Ezekiel Duran. Just missed. One out, the runner at second here in the last half of the 3rd. Runner takes off for third. Swing and a miss. Throw to third, and he's out. That one 95 to finish him off. Rangers go down quickly there. They still trail 1-0. And we're back. Start of the 4th. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Just missed. Movement in the bullpen. Sean Armstrong, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Milner also throwing. The 3-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Trevor Larnach. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Smith makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Foul ball. Just off the outside corner, and the count now even up.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire, and out there on the mound maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They lead it 1-0. Back in Arlington, here's Seams to the plate now.
That's shortstop.
Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a 1-2 again. Strike three, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. One down, base is empty.
That's a ball.
And there's a foul ball. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with a fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
The 1-1. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the wild card series. Next pitch inside. 2-2. Ground ball, Walker. He takes it on his own. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So they go quietly there. We played 4. It's the Twins 1 and the Rangers nothing.
Now pitching for the
Sean
Rangers,
Armstrong taking over on the mound.
43.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Ball inside.
Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. So up next for Minnesota, Otto Lopez.
Otto Lopez.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Garcia really on his horse for this one, but not going to catch up to this one. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Willie.
Now it's the Twins
Castro.
DH, Willie Castro. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Lopez stands at second with 2 gone. In there at the knees. And the count is even 2-2.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Makes the catch, and that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins 1 and the Rangers nothing. Back at Globe Life Field, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Adolis Garcia. Here's a 1-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
That one is absolutely belted. And a base hit right there. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now Josh Smith. Left field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Now it's Marcus Semien. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Late on that fastball.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Just misses there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Slice to right. Could be extra bases. And it'll be runners at second and third. Only 1 away.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. And a pretty good chance we can see a lead change here, or at least a tie ball game with both of those runs in scoring position.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Up next for the Rangers, Wyatt Langford. Base hit right field. 1 runs in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Josh Young getting ready to hit. Out towards right center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and a 2-1 ball game now.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Ezekiel Duran stepping in for the Rangers. Ryan picks to first, and he's back safely. Runner on the move, striking there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Just misses with that one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Runner at second, 2 down. The next offering misses, and it's a full count.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Got him. Good job at damage control right there. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Rangers 2 and the Twins 1.
Well, come on, dance a little, what's it? Come on, kiss a little, so there's something about the way you look tonight.
Game 1 of this wild card series. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis. Stays alive. Two now. Now a fly ball to right center. Garcia on the move. 1 up, 1 down. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. The Twins trailing by a run here in Game 1 of the wild card series. That one the other way. And it's into the gap.
The center fielder, number 25.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Byron Buxton now at the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Sean Armstrong departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute.
Now
pitching change here, Bobby Milner.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Now here is Trevor Larnach. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. With the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. Gets a piece and stays alive. One, 2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs.
2-2 to count.
That's down and in.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ryan Jeffers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Popped up. Young under it. And makes the grab. And that is that. So a job well done from the Rangers bullpen that time. Part of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Rangers 2 and the Twins 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's Corey Seager. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and
Now
definitely an
first
individual
baseman,
performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside edge. Smoked on the ground a second. In plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, just
Now
about to
batting,
hit that
catcher,
century mark,
Mario.
100 pitches in this game.
Kyle Higashioka, the next to hit. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses, struck him out. Nothing doing for the Rangers, but they still lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for the
New arm
Rangers,
out of the bullpen, Jacob Webb.
number 71.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, one-run game. Ryan Jeffers digs in now.
Jeffers.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And now for the Twins, Christian Walker. Just missed. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run.
Safe,
Not
safe.
in time. He's safe. Back to the top of the order. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Otto Lopez. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. That one outside. Full count now.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Jacob Webb done for the night, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the
So
Rangers.
out of the bullpen for the Rangers,
Number
Robert
62.
Garcia.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Willie Castro. Hit in the air out to center field. Langford snags it on the run. Twins wind up stranding one, and our score remains 2-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Cole Sands.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The right fielder, until left. Garcia.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He circles the bases and they tack one on the board. It's 3-1.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So next to hit for Texas, Josh Smith. That one drilled left field. Larnach going back on this one. Say goodbye to that one. He sends it out of here, and they add a run. It's 4-1.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Now it's going to be Marcus Semien. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Larnach makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Cole Sands won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins,
Number
Jorge
66.
Alcala.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. 2 runs across in the inning here in the late stages of game 1. And that's in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Rock Stewart warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. One down, base is empty. Just off the inside corner. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Struck him out looking. Josh Young getting ready to hit.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
That one misses. And now 3-1.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
2 down, nobody on. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And it's 2-1. Young off of first with 2 away. On the ground to third. Lewis throws to first. Inning over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. And we're back. We're in the top of the 8th. Now Correa up to hit. The Twins in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And now 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
He swings and fouls one off. The Rangers leading by 3 here in game 1 of the Wild Card Series. On the ground to the left. Zips it across. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Matt Wallner, the next Twin, up to hit. And now 2 balls and a strike. And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. That's off the inside corner, and the count is filled up. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Robert Garcia won't go any further tonight, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So they bring on their closer in the eighth, Chris Martin.
Now pitching for the Rangers, number 55, Chris Martin.
Next to hit, Byron Buxton. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man on second, 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's hard hit on the line. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. 1 left for Minnesota, and they trail it 4-1.
Now pitching for the
Back
Twins,
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
number
into the bottom of the
61,
8th, Brock Stewart.
Brock Stewart.
3-4-5 due up for the home team. Seager stands in now.
Seager.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Jake Burger.
And now it's Jake Burger to hit. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Outside low, 2-1.
2-1.
He goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Next offering upstairs. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Buxton sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. New inning getting started. Now, Trevor Larnach.
Number 9, Trevor Larnach.
And it's fouled away. In the dirt, and it's 2-2. ground ball right side. Berger steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Now at the plate, Ryan Jeffers. On the ground, right side. Slides for the stop to first. And that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
The Twins down to their final out. Christian Walker, the next Twin up to hit. And that's in the dirt.
One strike.
Just missed. Tap foul at the plate. One strike away from securing game one. Seager. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. The Rangers claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. So the Texas Rangers off of the right foot here in this wild card series. They take game one in front of their home fans.
Yeah, and you could argue there's even more pressure on you as the home team in a three-game series. But these fans definitely showed up for this one. They had an impact, Boog, and their guys took care of business.
And on the other side of things, it'll be an elimination game in this same atmosphere in game two. So that will be quite a test to keep their season alive.
Yeah, no doubt.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.